What is up, everybody? Jamming with Jamming Outdoors here. Yep, we bought a new boat, the Lund Renegade 1975. Man, what a great boat. Always wanted a Lund. They're known for their craftsmanship and fit and finish. Anyways, this is just a video of a walkthrough of the things I liked and just a few small minor things that I didn't like. So maybe this video is helpful for you if you're interested in a Lund, the Renegade 1975. All right, here we go with a walk around. Nice blue finish, gray and black, silverish color. A lot of boats I've had in the past have been kind of a red or black or red and white, some red and gray, but it's always been close to red. So yeah, it's the only reason why I chose blue, just to try and go with something different. It is riveted. It doesn't bother me. They've been riveting boats for years. Lund has, they talk about 75 years or something like that. So anyways, give a shout out to Fish and Ski Marine, the people there. You can see on the back of the boat. That's where I bought it from. They were really good people. They did everything that I requested them to do, and then some. Pretty impressed with the boat. It doesn't have a lift. It's more of a flat bottom, but it does have that reverse chine, as you can see on the back, for stability. And then as we go into the interior of the boat, I measured from where the trolling motor plugged in to the console area, and it's just under 10 feet. So you got 10 feet of space there, or length, for the deck. Just amazed by how much room there is on that deck. As you take a look at the interior, the middle area, I was a little skeptical of this because I'm so used to sitting on a bench on bass boats, a bench in area. This is kind of an incess, and you're sitting on a pole, and the seats are adjustable. They do rotate with the pull of the handle. They do slide forward and backwards. Take a look at the console here. It's got some charging ports, and then just got the gauges, got the flip switches, basic stuff, nothing too advanced there. It does have a sound system, plays pretty good.
You want to go back inside?
This is the
No.
back of the boat. Got the flip up seats. I don't know if I'd go with that. It's kind of neutral, more or less don't really care for it. I guess if I had more people on the boat, it would come in handy. And then you can close them, and that becomes an area that you can stand on the back deck for your back fishermen. It's got the gas tank over on that side, along with the recessed eyelets to tie off on. And then there's a rod holder for your passenger. Got enough for 4 rods. Other side is where your light goes, and it's got another recessed clip. There's cup holders. There's 4 on each side, or 2 on one side and 1 on the other for your passenger. It's just me showing how much leg room. I'm just under 6 foot, and I can stretch my legs out towards the console dead straight. So I'm just kind of show you how much leg room you have in this area. Here we go with storage. I was highly impressed with how much storage is in this boat. A lot of room. I'm still trying to find stuff to put in my boat to be able to get it all fit in there as far as like space, because there's just a ton of space, and you're like, man, I need to put more stuff in here to take up this room. So that's the starboard storage in the bow, and then the port storage And then in this storage in front of the console, I'm able to fit. I keep my plastic worms in a 6-quart boxes, and they all fit. I want to say there's probably 6 or so. Those 6-quart boxes fit in. All of them fit in that box. Just kind of get the idea how big it is. And here's a center rod storage. Excuse me. Um, enough room for 10 rods plus if you want to stack them 2 and 2 in each rod tube. And then underneath is where your batteries go. Now I was kind of skeptical of this because we're so used to having the batteries and everything in the back of the boat. And this was just a game changer for me. After I drove it a little bit and got the feel for it, it just feels different. Um, feels a little bit more on plane. The bow doesn't rise as high. So this storage here, I don't know if it's probably not dry storage because it doesn't have any seals, but I just throw stuff in there that I don't care if it gets wet. If it does rain or get some water in the boat, nice big live well. It does have pump out option, pump in option, and that's where your cooler goes. You can take the cooler out. I don't have it in there because I use it. I use the cooler for other options, and that's just the back hatch where the starter battery is. So that's your storage on the boat. I do like it. Here's just another look. You can also fit a third battery in case you have that 36-volt trolling motor. It does have that onboard charger. This is just a trolling motor, the basic Minn Kota. It does have spot lock, so I do like spot lock. I'm not a real big fan of anchors and anchor ropes, so this kind of keeps you in that GPS location. So, and this is the motor. It's a Mercury Pro XX 150. That is the max that is recommended for this boat. I don't recommend putting anything higher than what the Coast Guard plate recommends. Anyways, so we're gonna start it up and let you see what it sounds like. Love this motor. 4-stroke, and it's still being broken in. So we're doing the best we can to get that taken care of. As you can see, it does have a ladder. I didn't really care for that. Not a fan of the ladder. This is the cover. I put the cover on, and this is the one thing that really bothered me a little bit. Um, it does have snap on the back. Yeah, I mean, those will wear down over time, snaps. It is a travel cover, but I wouldn't travel very far with this cover. The one thing is, it's got to be stretched. As you can see, I've got it stretched to the max, and it's not covering up the full boat.
There.
It does have these clips that clip into the sport track thing that they talk about. So I guess they just want to eliminate the straps. But I'm kind of one of those guys that likes the old school strap it down, ratchet, hold it down with a ratchet system. So it does have a pad where the consoles are at right there. So it's not going to rip in those areas as easily. But it does the job. Just, man, I wish they just went with something basic. There's the ladder. Don't need the ladder at all. So yeah, that's the cover. I'll show you these clip one more time. As you can see, it doesn't stretch. It's going to take time to stretch, but they did give me poles in case there was just too much fabric to tighten it up, but I don't even have the poles there, and it still doesn't reach the other side. So it's going to take some heat and some water to try and get that stretched out. But anyways, that's the trailer. It's black. It's just a Shorelander trailer. It does a job. It does have surge brakes. Many people know how surge brakes work if they've ever had them. It's a different feeling as you pull in a trailer. It does do the job. It helps with braking. And you get a spare tire. It's nice to have a spare tire. It's mounted nice. It doesn't get in the way. You have a basic setup. It's a little bit different on the tongue on how it connects with the 2-inch bulb. I've never seen one like this before, so it's a little different. How to get used to it. I do like the holder for the electrical wire, and just a great trailer. We'll see how long it'll last over time. I do like it because the bunks and the bunk brackets are bolted on. They're not welded, so we don't have to worry about weld cracks. And there you have it, Renegade 1975. All right, so there you have it. One thing I didn't talk about was the fishability of this boat. I bought the boat during the week of, I had a tournament on Saturday. One of my first tournaments back with Fishers of Men. Hadn't been with them in probably more than 10 years, and had never fished a lake before that it was on. It was the LBJ here by where I live, and 20, 30 mile an hour winds, a lot of chop, a lot of wake, but that didn't keep it from fishing the way I thought it should. So just kind of give you an idea of how it went.
All right, Brian Abshire comes in first place, and first place bonus bucks. Not a bad day. 1990 fish solo. Did anybody check his live well? Nope. Good job, buddy. There you go. Take a photo there. Hey, awesome job, guys. Really appreciate you guys coming out and fishing with us, and